Chapter 17. The Lost Songbird. In the heart of a bustling city, where towering buildings cast long shadows over the streets, there was a place that few people knew about: a hidden garden. This secret oasis was nestled between the gray walls of forgotten buildings and abandoned lots. Once, it had been a vibrant and lush haven, but over time, it had fallen into disrepair and neglect. In this city lived a girl named Ella, whose curiosity often led her to explore hidden corners and forgotten places. She had heard whispers of the hidden garden from the elderly residents of her neighborhood, tales of a place where the scent of blooming flowers and the sound of trickling water had once filled the air. One sunny morning, Ella decided to embark on an adventure to find this elusive garden. Armed with a small sketchbook and a heart full of curiosity, she followed the faint trails of stories and clues, winding her way through narrow alleyways and cobblestone streets. As Ella ventured deeper into the heart of the city, the sounds of car horns and chatter faded, replaced by the distant rustle of leaves and the gentle hum of bees. She soon discovered a small weathered door nestled between two tall buildings. The door was slightly ajar, and a sense of wonder and anticipation filled her as she pushed it open. What lay beyond the door took her breath away. The hidden garden, though overgrown and neglected, was still a place of enchantment. Vibrant wildflowers fought their way through tangled vines, and a meandering path led to a fountain covered in moss and ivy. Ella's heart swelled with joy at the sight. She spent her days in the garden, sketching the delicate petals of blossoms and capturing the play of light on leaves. She often hummed tunes as she worked, her voice blending with the soft sounds of nature. Little did she know that her melodies were not lost on the garden's only resident, a small, golden songbird perched high in an ancient oak tree. The songbird, whose name was Lyra, had a voice like no other. Its melodic trills had the power to heal and mend broken things. When Ella sang, the garden responded. Flowers that had wilted blossomed anew, and the once dry fountain started to trickle with crystal clear water. One day, as Ella was sketching near the fountain, she noticed the golden glint of Lyra's feathers among the leaves. The bird hopped closer, its eyes filled with curiosity and trust. "You're a beautiful songbird," Ella whispered, extending a hand toward the tiny creature. To her surprise, Lyra hopped onto her outstretched finger, its feathers warm and soft against her skin. From that moment on, Ella and Lyra were inseparable. They explored the hidden corners of the garden together, sharing stories and laughter. Ella learned that Lyra's song had the power to heal not only the garden, but also the hearts of those who heard it. Ella introduced Lyra to her elderly neighbors, who were enchanted by the bird's melodies. As Lyra sang, the lines on their faces softened, and the weight of years seemed to lift from their shoulders. The forgotten garden became a place of solace and healing for the entire neighborhood. But as much as Ella loved her newfound friend and the garden they had restored, she couldn't help but wonder about Lyra's origins. Where had this magical songbird come from, and why had it chosen to stay in the hidden garden? One evening, as the sun dipped below the city's towering buildings, casting long shadows over the garden, Ella decided to ask Lyra about its past. She perched on a moss-covered stone bench and gently stroked the bird's feathers. "Lyra, I've always wondered about you," Ella began. "Where did you come from? Why did you choose to stay here in the garden?" Lyra's bright eyes gazed at Ella, and it began to sing. Its song was like a tapestry of memories, weaving together images of lush forests, clear streams, and starlit skies. Ella listened, captivated by the stories hidden within the song. Lyra's song told of a faraway forest, where its family had lived for generations. It was a place of magic and wonder, where the trees whispered secrets to the wind, and the rivers sparkled with the light of 1,000 fireflies. But the forest had fallen under a shadow. A great darkness had spread, choking the life from the land. The songbirds, known for their healing melodies, had been hunted for their magical abilities, and Lyra had been the last of its kind to escape. With tears in her eyes, Ella realized that Lyra had found refuge in the hidden garden, far from the dangers of the outside world. It had chosen to stay there, using its magical song to heal the forgotten space and bring beauty back to the city. Ella hugged Lyra gently and whispered, "Thank you for sharing your story with me, dear friend. I promise to protect you and this garden so that your song may continue to bring healing and joy to all who hear it." From that day forward, Ella and Lyra's bond grew stronger. They worked together to tend to the garden, ensuring that its beauty and magic thrived. News of the hidden garden and its wondrous songbird spread throughout the city, and people from all walks of life came to visit, seeking solace and healing in its enchanted sanctuary. As the years passed, the garden flourished, and the hidden door that led to its wonders became a symbol of hope and transformation. Ella's sketches of the garden, accompanied by tales of its magic and Lyra's healing song, were collected in a book that inspired others to seek out hidden beauty in the midst of the bustling city. And so, in the heart of the bustling city, a forgotten garden and a magical songbird taught everyone that even in the midst of noise and chaos, there was always a place for beauty, healing, and the power of music to mend broken things and hearts. Ella, Lyra, and their hidden garden remained a cherished secret, a testament to the enduring power of empathy and the ability of one girl and her songbird to transform a city and its people with their melodies of love and healing. I do hope that you enjoyed that story. If you are enjoying these stories, then please consider purchasing either the softcover or hardcover version of the book. It is a beautifully illustrated book and will undoubtedly bless your family for many years to come. And if you enjoy my stories, then please like and subscribe to help me rank in YouTube searches, and I hope you will continue to watch and listen to the many new stories I will be sharing with you on this channel. And so for now, be blessed and be well.